Before this video starts, I just want to give you my thoughts on the Dragon Ball Super superhero trailer. The characters you don't know, the new 2 with the number 1 and 2 on their chest, is called Gamma 1 and Gamma 2. It's something to do with the Red Ribbon Army. I guess it's kind of like their own new age biological warriors, recruited warriors. We don't know. Obviously, it's just a trailer. Pan probably going to go Super Saiyan, so that's going to be an elephant in the game. Woohoo! Can't wait more hybrid buffs. But in all actuality, it does look good. I know not a lot of people are a fan of CGI in Dragon Ball because in the Broly movie it didn't look the greatest, but here it is all CGI, so I assume they just perfected it, did it to a T, and from the trailer it looks nice. Any negatives to point out? I don't really think so. They mentioned this is going to be 10 years after the Buu Saga, so it'll be right before the 28th tournament in the manga with, everything that's going on there, but after the Buu Saga, so 10-year gap, the end of Z basically, around that time. So yes, Goten and Trunks will finally age. You see Pan obviously has aged. Vegeta's in it, Buu's in it, Gohan's family, so Gohan's in it. They're on Beerus' planet when they're training. Dragon Ball Super Broly is in it. Like, you see him on Beerus' planet training with Goku. Pan training with Piccolo. And, I mean, it looks fine. I'm not really, the hater of it. I'm happy to see it. Obviously, it's fucking Dragon Ball content. If you didn't play this game when Dragon Ball Super Broly was coming out, we were getting, trailer, new character, trailer, new character, trailer, new character. And then we got that. Then they all come on one banner, and then blah, blah, blah. We have Gogeta, Blue, LF, Broly, etc., etc., etc. We have all these characters. Same thing's going to happen with this. The movie's stated to come out in 2022 in Japan, and then other countries, it'll be obviously either later or a very similar date. Assumingly, the US will be a very similar date, if not pretty damn close, kind of like Dragon Ball Super Broly was for Japan US. Pretty similar dates, not too far off, a couple months, I'm pretty sure. But yeah. Let me know what you guys think of the trailer, and let's get into the top PvP players, because it's just top 6K, but, it's nothing to scoff at. Tier list that they rated, and how I think of it. Alright, so in this one, we're going to be going over this community tier list. I've looked at this list before. If you don't recognize it, here it is, the actual list. They rate things differently than, I'd say, Game Press, and sometimes I think they are more correct, more incorrect. Funny enough, the creator and someone that actually runs this tier list and creates it and helps create it actually hit me up. Is keep doing this. It's actually constructive. It's not bad. You might be a little harsh, but it's nothing bad. It's just criticism, right? Everyone has their criticism. Everyone has their opinion. So yeah, no one's mad about this. I'm glad, because I know I can be a little bit, maybe rude. I guess harsh is more the word that I go for, but rude as well with my criticisms toward things. But yeah, if there's no hard feelings, we're good. All square, all good. But just to mention before we get into this, yes, what day is it today? Thursday? Today's Thursday, right? I think so. I will be doing my full Sparking tier list. I'm probably going to upload it this weekend. Record it maybe tomorrow. I don't know. It's going to be a long time to record. That video, my last one that I did was an hour and 40 minutes for every Sparking in the game, which is what I'm going to do. And even some EXs at this point, because they're fucking Sparking level. That's a long time. An hour and 40 minutes of straight speaking and just going off about this character, this character, this character. That's a lot of fucking time. But it should be up this weekend. I hope to get it up by Saturday. I will get it up by Saturday. I say I hope, but I will do it. I'm probably just going to fucking record it, tomorrow or some shit. But yeah, I'm going to go over this community tier list. And if you don't know, this is from the, what rank, actually? Yeah, this tier list is a result of voting by top 6K players, the majority of them ranking top 2K or higher. I can't speak, by the way. Top 2K or higher. Me, personally, I don't, vote on this. I just kind of look at it because I don't want my, opinion to affect the result because I'm looking at it, right? So I give critiques and all that. But I'm top, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500 consistently. So yeah, I'm also in this grouping of these categories of players, right? So this version shows the best 20 units before the introduction of Zenkai's Super Vegeta and free-to-play Kid Buu. No shock, they would not be on this list, by the way. My opinion of Buu and Vegeta is the same as my poll, I guess. Buu is better and Vegeta is a secondary, if not a third option to a Super Saiyan Yellow. And even that, he is blast-based on a strike-based team, because Super Saiyans, yes, they are strike-based Future Gohan, Revival Gohan, Super Gogeta, Bardock, all strike-based units. You want to run strike-based, LF Broly. I mean, you have Namek Goku, Kaba, Purple Broly, and this Vegeta, and that's all the blast-based, right? Then you have some defense types like Trunks, Green Broly, and all that, but you have more strike-based than blast-based. So, Vegeta, worse than Boo. I don't think I was harsh on him in my showcase. I think I was realistic and honest that he isn't that good. He wants to do a blue card. He wants to be in long, but then wants to be crit buffed. It's like he only has his max damage for 5 counts with like his 10 counts in, and then Bardock buffs the last 15 counts. So you only have it for 5 counts, right? It's tough. He's in a sticky situation. They gave him kind of like Transforming Gogeta's thing, where he wants to be in 10 counts to get his max buffs, right? The same thing Transforming Gogeta has. The thing is, Transforming units have higher stats and better damage output. This Vegeta is not transforming, so he's a little worse. But, hey, that's neither here nor there. He wouldn't make it into this list, is my point, right? So please keep in mind when viewing the tier list. We got brand new voters, and this kind of changed the outcome of the whole tier list, so let's get down to business, shall we? The Alpha rank sees a minor change. LF Super Saiyan 3 Goku taking over Future Gohan and vice versa. Interesting. Obviously, we'll look at the actual list once we scroll through this, right? The Beta rank, obviously, Alpha 1 through 4, Beta 5 through 9, etc., 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 up to top 20, right? Welcomes Goku, who lost a few positions last time, but gets 5 ranks this time. I guess it's more than normal. It's more than normal with hybrids and movies going still strong. Yeah, it's just that you don't see them as often as people think you do. I would say that is pretty accurate. Gamma has the new Grade 8 Vegeta at rank 10, and then Delta instead welcomes 2 Great God Key units from the bottom rank, Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Corrupted Zamasu. And Omega rank, Super Gogeta. Interesting. Okay, so Blue Nappa's 31st. Kid Gohan's 38th. It's funny because you look at Game Press. Again, this is to exemplify. They are different lists, right? This one is saying Nappa's better than Gohan. Game Press says Gohan's better than Nappa. You get it? Different lists. They're not the same type of thing. Not the same people. Very different. It's good. It's diversity, right? You need that in life. Yajirobe, 37. He's above Gohan. Nice. And then Kaioken Goku, 40th. I would also agree Kaioken Goku is above Gohan. And then big news, Senkai 18 is gone, hopefully forever, or better, until a new decent female warrior arrives. Interesting. I guess that's because Androids has 17, which I guess people are valuing more. Interesting. I see it. So here, I mean, I'm always going to disagree with this. I personally value FSK as the weakest of the 3. Even, I could go far to say FSK at this point, with aging in the game, and yes, he has aged. I know people are like, oh, he hasn't aged a day. No, he's aged. Like, he used to be able to, you could run him with the fucking nosy abilities, and he'd fucking 1v3. Like, he was that unit. He could do that. That was his thing. I understand. People might think, oh, but now you just give him bench, and he's still that same unit. That's aging. That's the thing. FSK, from my experience with, running into him constantly in the past months, / year, he is reliant on buffs. Yes, I understand he has great stats. He has great damage buffs for himself. But if you aren't running him with Future Gohan, he is not looking like the FSK you are scared of. That is just my take, and that's why I think Revival's number 1. He doesn't need a Future Gohan. Yes, he loves it. He fucking adores Future Gohan. He doesn't need Future Gohan. FSK does, and Future Gohan, with that in mind, should be number 2. Super Saiyan 3 Goku, it's just that hybrids are too good. He's number 4. I just can't see the value over him of FSK there. I just don't see it, right? Like, while FSK does feel more reliant on help, like, he can't do his 1v3 thing unless he has had some support, in my opinion. Like, once his neutral goes out, FSK really isn't that menacing when he's 1v3. Like, it's not. It's really not. It could be a little bit, but it's not that scary to where, like, okay, I can't fucking, like, come back. Like, you can come back from an FSK. Just like Namek Goku. I'm honestly more scared of a Namek Goku at this point than an FSK Last Man Standing, which is crazy. But that's because once that Future Gohan, if that Future Gohan's dead early, like he's first dead, this guy's not getting any buffs. This FSK's not getting buffs. Sure, his main ability, Dead Allies, blah, 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 those buffs. But, like, support buffs from someone else? Revival Gohan's not giving support buffs after Revival, and he's dead. So he's just on his own FSK. And FSK on his own is not that crazy monster Jesus Christ that he was a year ago. He's still insane. I am not downplaying him by saying he's bad. I'm saying he is not as good as he was. And that is good, right? That's aging. Every unit needs to age. It's just scary to see there are units right now, at least to me, better than FSK, and that are aging or going to age better than FSK. It is scary, but it is true. It's just how it is. But yeah, top 4, that's how I'd order it. Just the hybrids in front, and then FSK is 3rd, Future Gohan 2nd, then Super Saiyan 3 is 4th. 5 through 8. Okay, so Namek Goku, I've had this discussion 87 times, right? Namek Goku, to me, the only way he is in top 10, top 5, whatever the fuck you want to rate him, is because he's a good user behind him. So if you suck with Namek Goku, and what I mean by you suck with Namek Goku is you backfloat. You just backfloat, you wait, you do nothing, and then you get caught when they tackle into you, where they strike into you, they blast bait you, and then catch you at a frame delay, anything like that. Fuck off motorcycles. I love it. 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 Yeah, yeah, yeah. Keep going. Yeah. Keep going. Fucking degenerate. Love it. But if you're bad with Namek Goku, he's not even on this list in my opinion, honestly. Maybe top 20, maybe like where Gogeta is, but Namek Goku, nah. If you're bad with him, he's not making this list. You have to be a good Namek Goku player, and I assume that's what they rate him at. To put him above Kid Buu is high fucking praise. You gotta be a good Namek Goku player, and I assume he is, or whoever's rating this is assuming they are. So you know what? Keep him there. It's just that you gotta be fucking knowing what to do. And Namek Goku is a hard unit to learn, but once you learn him, like, he can 1v3. He is that guy. It's just that 99% of the players in this game aren't that guy to make him that guy, right? That's just how it is. Kid Buu, obviously you see the top 3 units here. Kid Buu isn't weak to any of the hybrids, so yes, naturally he will be up there. Regen still being strong. With everything it has, blast regen strong, strike regen strong, powerful opponent this Kid Buu's good on, because you have him with like Rose, Bojack, and himself. Boom, blue, red, purple. You have good, sustained with Bojack. You have good damage with Kid Buu, vanishing and all that. Then you have Rose with the bleed. It's a pretty good setup. And yes, just to look at the stars ratings, because I know people will be like, oh, what are they rated at? LFs are at 6, Sparkings are at 9, EXs are at 7, and then free-to-plays are at 14, and blah, 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 blah. So yes, Kid Buu is at 6 here, 7. Yes, 6. Which I think is fine, right? Like, that's what I have my Kid Buu at, and yes, I spend money on the game, but if you prioritize the right tags, you'll know, like, okay, let me prioritize Saiyans, because Saiyans will always be good. Main protagonist is fucking Goku, right? Let me prioritize fucking Regen. Regen's all the villains in the fucking game, and every fucking villain in the show almost. Let me prioritize that. Movies! We're getting a new movie. They're going to buff the movie tag, so prioritize movie units, right? It's not that hard to learn what to prioritize, so having 6-star LFs isn't that far-fetched, right? But Kid Buu rightfully deserves that. Fat Buu, why do I feel like Fat Buu's overrated? Looking at the Game Press list, and I'm going to keep comparing them because they're fucking tier list, right? They overrated Blue Trunks because he's a blue for hybrids, but yet he's not on the core hybrids, which, why would you be so high if you're not on the core team, right? And then they had overrated Super Saiyan Blue Goku, who here I think is respectfully in the right spot, but they had Super Saiyan Blue Goku as like number 2 in S tier. It's like God, he's not even as good as Frieza Saga. Or not Frieza Saga, Frieza Force, or Saiyan Saga. And they had them overrated. And I think Fat Buu in this list is a little overrated. I get it, lock-in. I understand it. Trust me, I loved it when it first came out because I abused the shit out of it on Regen. But does that really carry you this far? Like, he's going to be the best aging Zenkai in the entire game, no doubt in my mind. But does it carry you to number 7 I don't know. I don't know. I think LF Piccolo is definitely underrated on this list, and Fat Boo is a little bit overrated. Because while he is locking in and team healing and whatever, he's not doing any damage. He's not. Even at like max power, with like after getting comboed 100% damage up, that one strike will do good damage, then his rest will do mediocre to shit. His blue can faint, but you're not going to pop his fucking blue. He's just not. His blue's just not good enough. You have other blue cards that are better, like LF Piccolo, DKP, Kid Buu. All of them are a lot better blue cards. I just don't know if he holds up in this spot for being so aged, like in his actual kit. Like, 2 things are timeless, the lock-in and the strike ceiling. That's fine, that's timeless. And actually 3 things, because the team heal. But everything else is just so aged. I don't think he makes it there. If I were to lower him, I would say he's like where LF Piccolo is, honestly. I think LF Piccolo and this Fat Buu can swap, because I just don't see Fat Buu as that dominant. He's annoying, but he's not dominant. Like, these are dominant units in the top 10, I'd say. Or maybe even top 12. And Fat Buu just isn't there to me. LF Piccolo is, for sure. But to keep going, Goku, he moved up 5 spots. I wonder why. Grade 8 Vegeta's red, I guess. That could be why. And then you'll see him more on Saiyans, which, again, a red unit. I guess. He has only had 7 stars. I don't know. I always feel weird about Goku, because I do think, actually, EX Jiren is better. It's just that it's not EX Jiren's time, right? You're running into a lot of Gogeta and Sun family, which is what he's good against. And, you know, he can't go neutral 4 times, EX Jiren, all this, and you want to use that on, like, you know, covering from your opponent attacking you. But it's just not his time, because Gogeta's just not in that great of a spot, and you want to run into, like, good fucking Gogeta units that are red or anything, but mostly red, obviously. There's not great Gogeta reds right now, besides Zamasu. But I do value Goku in this meta. It's just that Jiren, I think, is better as an overall unit. Goku can move down a little bit. I value him fine. I just don't value him that much. Again, I don't see hybrids as much as other people do, I guess, because I'm running into Saiyans. I'm running into Gogeta. I'm hardly running into movies. I'm hardly running into hybrids compared to the amount I'm running into Saiyans and Gogeta. That's just how it is for me. So with that, I'm seeing Super Saiyan 3 Goku a lot more. And obviously this list, by the way, it's an experience list, right? Like, I have a different experience than the people that, you know, put Goku this high, or put, you know, Fat Buu this high. Maybe they ran into a lot of regen, and it was very toxic cancerous. They're like, he's so fucking good. You know, it depends your experience, right? My experience is, I'm not running into hybrids as often to where I need and feel the, you know, wanting to run Goku to save my life. Personally, I just don't think so. I'd lower him just a little bit. Not really anywhere in particular, just a little bit. You know, maybe 10th or 11th, I had to specify. But to look, 9 through 12 here, Evolution Blue Vegeta better than Grade 8. So, I do think Evolution Blue Vegeta, as a solo individual unit, is one of the best units in the game, for sure. Like, he can do everything, even at low stars, everything. But team-wise, nah. Team-wise, it's not a debate. Saiyans is a 37 times better team. Frieza Force is a 37 times better team than Gogeta. I know people will debate me on that, but you run Full Power Frieza, LF Frieza, Grade 8 Vegeta. You run Nappa, this Vegeta, and First Form Frieza. You have, like, that's a really, really good team with lots of sustain, healing, damage. You have everything on that. Endurance. Like, you have good fucking synergy there. And it shits on Gogeta, to be frank. So I would swap both Vegetas around, Ape being 9th and Evolution being 10th. But again, I do value Evolution Blue Vegeta as, like, he's that guy who can do shit. And you don't need to be, like, that great to make him do shit. Like, he just can do a lot. Like, a whole fucking lot. Very good unit. Super Saiyan 4 Goku went down 3 tiers, huh? Why was he so high to begin with? I guess there is only one yellow up there. Besides Vegeta, obviously. I mean, I don't know. I don't really value him. Again, he's kind of just annoying. He's not going to, like, fucking one-shot me or anything. And you're not going to run him on Saiyans. I mean, you can. It's just I don't want to run him on Saiyans. I don't see him run on Saiyans. GT's not that strong. It's okay. It's not bad. It's just not that strong compared to the other teams above him. I'd move him down more or less because his teams are bad. Probably to where Bardock is, and Bardock, again, I don't think should be on this list. He's fine Super Saiyan for Goku. He's just not that great because his teams... again, you don't want to run this guy in Saiyans because you have a 30 times better core with Namek, Super Saiyan 3, and Angel. You don't need to run the Super Saiyan for Goku. It's kind of like the Blue Trunks thing I talked about earlier. Sure, he's a great option, but how many times do you actually see play with them? Not that often, right? Bojack is not that low. Movies is strong. Again, you don't run into movies often, but movies is strong for what it is. Surprised he went down. Movies is better than Frieza Force, right? And that means he's better than Vegeta. Because Grade 8 Vegeta is not meant to be run on Saiyans. I've said this PSA 37 times, I'll say it again. He's not meant to be run on Saiyans. Run him on Frieza Force, I beg you. Or Saiyan Saga. He'll look a lot better on both teams. But Bojack... he's got to be above Goku. Yeah, he is. Bojack's like 7th or 8th. Yeah, Bojack's like 7th or 8th. I'd put him right next to Kid Buu, honestly. Yeah, Bojack's really good. I don't know why he's so underrated on this list. He's really good. But to keep going, LF Piccolo, he moved up 1. No. Saiyan Saga is better than Godki. So every time I see a Godki unit above a unit that is, better than that, I just get confused. Because LF Piccolo, maybe he's not as good as Evolution Blue Vegeta. He's not bad. He's like 80% as good as him. 90%. Like, he's not bad. LF Piccolo should be like minimum top 10. Minimum. Yeah, I'm looking at this. Yeah, top 10. Like, for sure. I don't know how he's not, honestly. Like, he carries 3 teams on his back. 2 teams. Well, 3 teams if you really want to, like, force another one. But 2 teams on his back, and there's no debate about that. He's really good. Bardock, you shouldn't be on this list. You just shouldn't be on this list. I don't value you. Super Saiyans is a gimmick team, and I just don't like the team. That's just it. I don't like Super Saiyans at all. Then Super Saiyan Blue Goku. He went up 2. Yeah, I like where he's at. I've said it before. He's not overvalued here. Like, he is your God Key unit with Evolution Blue Vegeta and God Topo. But, he's not, like, that insane. Like, he's good. He's a very good unit that's going to age fine. And he's aged fine so far. But he's not, like, Jesus incarnate. Like, he's good. He can do everything he wants to do. And that's a good unit, right? That's not bad. That's not busted. He's good. That's where he should be. Because God Key, again, is not as good as these other teams with these other units that are lower, right? You kind of look at it down there. I see Yellow DKP. I'm a little bit sussed out. Angel Vegeta, I'm a little bit sussed out. But I'll get into them. Zamasu. Zamasu could be lower. I think he could be like where Purple Super Saiyan 3 Goku is. You don't run him on an ideal God Key team, and that's his team. I understand Strike Future does exist, but if we're looking at this list, they're not building out Strike Future, right? You have Future Gohan, Zamasu. Where's the 3rd unit? They don't care about Strike Future on this list, right? On Strike Future, if they were focusing on that on this list, I'd say he's higher, but that's not a team that they're looking at here. So Zamasu could be like 19th. He doesn't deserve to be where he is. I just don't value him. You don't see him that often. Yes, he looked great when I ran him with Kid Buu, but this list is before Kid Buu drops, right? So you can't really take that into account. Vegeta is the backbone, kind of like Vados. I get why he's low. I don't necessarily agree. I think he should be like where Bardock is, just because he is your backbone. He is your heal. He is your utility. He is everything you need to keep living and living and living and living. I guess he's here and Vados isn't because he is on a better team. They clearly understand that God Key is worse than Saiyans. So I guess that's why Vegeta's here. I'd move him to like 14th though. It's just that his value on what he does is just so insane. You can't downplay it. Like, it's downplayed here. You really shouldn't be able to downplay that because there's no negative to his healing, right? You can't like get fucked over because you have Super Saiyan 3 who's immune. Namek Goku gets immune after someone's dead. Then boom, you're still healing. All that key back. Everything he does offer. It's really good. It's really dumb, but really good. And it is what it is for Saiyans, right? They clearly need the help. DKP. Is Regen better than God Key? If Frieza Force is, then Regen is, right? So DKP could be like where Super Saiyan Blue Goku is, and they could all just move down a spot. Like, Blue Goku is fine where he is, but having him in like top 16, 17 is like all around the same thing. DKP is definitely like 15th though. Strike regen is just very good. Obviously, if you're going to rate Fat Boo that high and Zamasu right there, they're all in that team. Zamasu, Fat Boo, DKP. You got to like include DKP in that, right? Like he's up there. He has to be with them, right? He's good on that team, but that's really it. Then Purple Super Saiyan 3. It's kind of the same thing as Purple Super Saiyan 4. I actually don't know why Purple Super Saiyan 4 is so rated so highly compared to Purple Super Saiyan 3. Again, it's the same scenario though. You're not really going to run them. They're just kind of side options, and if you bring them, great. But if you don't, which 99% of the time you won't, they're just there, right? They're just there to exist. But he's fine. He's not bad. It's just like he's fine. Then Red Gogeta, he shouldn't be on this list. My 20th unit, if I had to really pick one, I'd put God Topo here as 20th because, I mean, that's the God Key core, right? Super Saiyan Blue Goku, Evolution Blue Vegeta, and God Topo. And God Topo is good enough to be on this top 20 list, for sure. Yeah. I mean, Red Gogeta is just a gimmick, right? I don't like Bardock. I don't like Red Gogeta. I don't like this gimmick stuff. It's not good. Like, there's no sustain with it. There's no, like, okay, I can make this mistake and get this guy to help me out. Like, no. You make a mistake, you lose. That's it. That's how Super Saiyans work. It's very top-heavy, kind of like Vegeta family is. And you don't see, you know, them prioritizing Vegeta family on this list because it's top-heavy. A lot of teams that are not that, you know, amazing utility-wise are very top-heavy in this game. Some teams are both. Clearly, fucking Hybrids and Super Saiyans are very top-heavy. But Hybrids actually does it correctly. While, you know, maybe Saiyans is very defensive, but they also can be pretty damaging if you just get going and going and going. But yeah, that's this list here. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next one.